right now in the grapes for 2023, leafing is just about finished. And leafing is a process of removing all the oldest leaves that are around the bunch to allow air movement. Air movement helps keep that free moisture, helps keep that down. Also, as we spray nutrition or whatever we're doing, if you have a leaf blocking the bunch, that's not good. So generally speaking, everything is leafed, and we're just got another probably 4 or 5 days, and we'll be done with the leafing on all the blocks for this year. The hand labor part is over. What our issues are now is powdery mildew. This is weather that almost makes you want to live in California, but it's perfect growing weather for powdery mildew. So we are on a very strict inspection where the guys will go through, and if they see it, we hope it's dead because of our prior treatments, and if it's not, we're at it again. So, you know, this is one of the things we deal with. So to be proactive doesn't mean to go out there and dust with sulfur constantly. It means monitoring. And if we don't have an issue, then we aren't going to go do it. Once it gets above 95 or so, powdery mildew ceases to be the issue. So they have a window of temperature that it likes. And once it gets really hot, we pretty much stop worrying about it. Once the leafing's done, we're just keeping it watered. There's nothing we can do about the temperature other than keep the ground as moist as we can. And so that's basically it. From here on out, we are going to use as much water as the plant needs. Fortunately, this year, we have what we call surface water down the canal from the melting snow in the Sierra Nevadas, that we will be able to use that all year. And that's instead of turning on the wells, and that's not happened since early 80s. That being said, the water coming out of the mountains has different characteristics than well water. The well water we have is what we call really good quality. It has minerals and all that sort of good stuff that the soil needs. The water coming from the mountains, I mean, it looks dirty, but as far as minerals and all that sort of thing, it's pretty sterile. So we have to watch it, and generally we'll spread gypsum to counteract the negative effects of that surface water. We'll test the water coming down, we'll see what's in it, and then say, okay, yeah, this fall we'll put on a ton or so of gypsum or something like that. We'll look at the soil pH, we'll look at the calcium levels, all those things that make a difference to the grapevine. But we will gladly deal with whatever issues that surface water has, because it's been a real blessing. It's the answer to prayer that, you know, if we'd had another year of drought, things would be, I think, much different. These are the Kellys. These are a green grape. Right now, all grapes are green, and the red varieties will start what we call veraison, or changing color, when the grape begins to mature. What we're seeing is fairly good bunch formation, fairly good spacing. These grapes will more than double in size. This particular grape is a funny one. We, I think, are one of 2 or 3 growers in the state that grow it. When you think it's ready, the grapes turn soft, and you're thinking, oh, something's gone wrong with them. But we have to wait, because in a week or 2, they'll firm back up again. Don't ask me why. It's the characteristic of the grape. But once they firm up, they're crunchy, they're big, and they're sweet. As far as the bunch count, most of the berries are they're about the same size. We've got bunches that are a little straggly, but we have to remember that not all of these grapes bloomed and got pollinated at the same time. So there is an age difference there. That's why we have to pick these things at least 3 times. As hot as it was last year, I don't think we broke the 30 days in a row, but it came pretty dang close. So To me, I'm happy. There's not been these kind of conditions that I've seen for the grapes. At least my memory is really bad, but not since I can remember for a long time. So it's a good thing.